Hello and welcome to our on-demand report video series. This video is about our OS Scores by School on-demand report. So our OS Scores by School on-demand report reports the growth from fall to year-end for each task of the observation survey and the total score for each of the schools in your site. And it only includes full program students in this report. There is one bar for each school on this report, and the bars are ordered from left to right, from least amount of growth to most amount of growth. And it includes some national data to give you a comparison. So let's take a look at the report. So here we are. This is an example of our OS Scores by School report. Let's start with a little explanation of the report layout. So up at the top here, you will see some reporting options. So you can select different ways to view this report. You can view this report for different school years. All you have to do is select a different school year and then click the View Report button. You can view a reading recovery or DLL version of this report. Once again, you just select your option and then click View Report. You can also review this report by different tasks of the observation survey. By default, it starts with the OS total score, but we can also look at it for text reading level, concept about print, Ohio word test, hearing, recording sounds and words, letter identification, and writing vocabulary. And you can also view this for just all your school districts or a specific school district by selecting a school district from this list or all school districts and then clicking the View Report button. All right, so now that we know some of our options, let's look at how the report is laid out. So you'll notice that in general, this is a bar chart type of report. And as we said earlier, there is one bar for each school in your site. So you will see the name of your schools at the bottom here, and then the bar that is for the school is just above the name here in the chart. So one bar from each school. Now, we are reporting the growth from the start of the school year. So the bottom of each bar is where children began at the start of the school year, and the top of each bar is where they finished at the end of the school year. And once again, we're reporting this for just full program children. So the taller the bar, the more growth happened with the children at that school. And the bars are ordered from left to right, from least amount of growth to most amount of growth. And the actual amount of growth that they made on the score is listed here at the bottom. Now remember, it defaults to the total score, so it's showing growth on the total score at the bottom of each bar here. Now you're probably noticing these two dashed lines. The bottom dashed line is where full program children start at the beginning of the school year nationally, and the top dashed line is where they finish at the end of the school year nationally. So that just gives you an idea of how your schools compare to our national data. So now, if you wanted to view this chart, say for a different task of the observation survey, you could come up here and we're going to let's look at hearing, recording sounds and words. I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to come over here and click the View Report button. And that'll take a moment to refresh. And now it is refreshed. So the bars are still ordered in the same way. The schools are in the same order at the bottom as we saw in the previous chart. And then we can see their growth once again. This is their growth now on hearing, recording sounds of words from the beginning of the school year to the end of the school year. And the actual amount of growth they made is listed at the bottom here. So what can we use this report for? Well, obviously you can use it for yourself, for personal use when you want to go in and look and kind of get an idea of how your schools are. I think a lot of times teacher leaders know how their schools are doing, but they can see it now in data on the screen. You can use it with meetings with district and school administrators. I think this is a wonderful type of chart that I call a starting the conversation chart, and you can take this in and show it to administrators. If you're showing it at a district level, you can go back to the on-demand report and select a school district from the school district drop-down list, just so only the school districts with that school show. You can also use a low-tech method if you want to kind of hide the name of schools. You can take a black marker and cover over the names of schools and everything, and that way other administrators can't see the results for other schools. You can certainly share this with teachers. Once again, you can just block out the names of schools, but I think it would be a good thing to show with teachers to give them a sense of how they are compared to other teachers within your site. This report is also a good way to talk to, say, literacy people at schools. Maybe we're noticing issues in the kindergarten instruction. This kind of shows up in the report, so it's a great starting the conversation tool with teachers and literacy teachers. But the report is not to be used in a public forum, though it doesn't contain student names and teachers' names. Does have school names and results for schools in there, so it is not supposed to be used in a public forum. So thank you for once again watching another On Demand Reports video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All you have to do is click there on the subscribe button and you'll get notifications about all of our videos, including more videos like this and even our I Love Data Fridays podcast. Thank you.